accusing. And Manny was the first. I mean, Manny went up 8 weight classes.
Yeah.
And kept his knockout power.
He's fighting as a little boy and then just was like...
Crazy. I mean, and kept the knockout power.
True.
And most people thought that Manny was on PEDs.
Correct.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. I wanna be like you. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold the record for pay-per-view. Me.
My job, I know my job, I know my situation. I want to fight. That's my food. Fight is gonna be very difficult for both of us.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Good morning, TBV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another morning edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. What a glorious day whenever you can wake up and see high-level elite fighters doing drug testing, setting the precedent for those fighters to come behind them. This is not a free test. This isn't for the poor. We do understand. But on this level, this is exactly what should be taking place. Kovalev and Yarde showing Pacquiao how it's done with clean VADA testing on high-level fights. Yarde ecstatic to be having this testing after this fight was kind of on the back burner, flip-flopping, not really knowing what was going to take place. So the last thing that we would have expected was VADA testing for this fight when really it was announced in August, late July. But Yarde receives at least 1 month of drug testing. Details to come soon. Kovalev Ward in Russia. VADA testing will be on hand. I'm excited about this. Happy to report this. And you know the number. If you want to give your opinion on this very topic is 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Now, don't forget, you can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation and download the Skype app anywhere in the world, wherever it's free. And you know that it's free. And then you can just go ahead and download the Patreon app that's also free and catch up on a bunch of other podcasts that never get played right here on our YouTube channel, only on our Patreon feed for our most loyal, supporting listeners. That being said, let me head on over to my second half.
Yarde Production.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. He stayed out before he said it. A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yo. Good morning, everybody out there in the TBV universe. Back with another one. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony Yarde and Kovalev, it seems like they will have drug testing in play, but it seems like one party, or made to seem like one party, didn't necessarily want the drug testing. I know the first fight was rumored to be on, I believe, June 29th or July 29th, June 29th. And if the fight would have been on that date, drug testing might necessarily not been in place. But I'm glad to see we're coming off the backs of the Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman, who, in my opinion, got a lot of flack for not having drug testing and thereabout. So I believe Anthony Yarde going over to Russia, fighting Kovalev, having drug testing is a major component, because at the end of the day, we just want to make sure both guys are clean, both guys are on a level playing field, and nobody has a advantage over anybody. We don't need no special meetings, no special counsel, no last minute, we got to do a test because you failed this test. And now we don't need none of that shit. We need VADA to make sure they do their job and catch anything and everything if there are any foul play at hand. And I know we're making a lot about it, but Kovalev is older. He is a little bit older, not excessively older, but he is a lot older than Anthony Yarde. So I'm glad to see everything is on the up and up and on a level playing field, and not like the previous big fight that we had. But yeah, man, that's what we'll be talking about, what we'll break down, and what we'll get into. Lions in the camp. I watched the interview yesterday with Anthony Yarde where he talked about the drug testing, so he was happy, and I watched his open workout, so it seems like all things are go. I'm just ready for the fight, man. What's going on, Ness?
What up, man? Good morning. Good morning. Sad to hear you haven't gotten that phone situated. Hopefully we could get that done today. Excited to hear that there will be no discrepancies in this fight. There will be no asterisk next to this fight. And the reason I put shows Pacquiao is because you're the face of boxing. Do we want Canelo to take over? Is Canelo taking over? Yeah, so he gets that title. But who knows or has introduced more boxing fans to boxing? Is it Canelo or is it Pacquiao? Who continues to be in the argument for fighter of all time? Like, regardless of loss, this dude's pound for pound resume is unquestionable. Even comparing it to Mayweather, he's fought guys that we wanted Mayweather to fight. He's continued to fight, but he's always had that black cloud. And this particular fight, Yarde and Kovalev, happening in Russia, it already had that black cloud. We already know that Russians be cheating. It's no secret. I could say it, and yeah, I said it. You're going to the hometown of an old dude who's accused of,
You must sing Icarus or something.
I ain't seen nothing. I just know I've heard the controversy with the Olympics and the whole Russian drug team testing one time. Like, Russia is, like, I don't know much about things outside of my own country, but everybody knows Russia is a hotbed for cheating. It's just bottom line. So is Kovalev ever been a cheater? Absolutely not. But now when you go over there, you already got that negative doubt in your mind. But this is exactly how you clear it. This is exactly what Manny Pacquiao did not do for us for the Keith Thurman fight. And that's why his fight is in question post-fight. Because people are like, wow, 40 years old? 40 years old, you can do that to an up-and-coming young welterweight? So, wow, we don't want to be in that same frame of mind if Kovalev is able to upset Yarde. We don't want to diminish his win. And the only way that can happen, or rather not happen, is by having VADA and the clean drug testing program attached to this fight, and they have. Yarde's quote was, "I hope they're testing Kovalev as much as they're testing me." That's how much testing they're doing. And this is what I like to hear.
Absolutely, man. It's very important that we have a clean sport. And when it comes to these championship fights and fights of this magnitude, it's kind of hard, man, not to have drug testing in there, man. It's like, what are we doing if we're not going to have the elite of the elite drug testing, you know what I'm saying? The face of the sports drug testing, you know what I'm saying? And make no mistake about it, even though Kovalev is not the face of boxing, he's definitely the face of 175. He is probably the most known 175 out there. So I feel like having him drug tested is great, and having Yarde tested too is also great. And I was kind of saddened to see that the way the article made it seem that the Kovalev team wasn't trying to do drug testing on the June 29th fight. Did I read that right, or did I? Am I still groggy?
I did read something like that. We can definitely read it together and see if we interpreted it wrong.
Let's see. When the Canelo negotiations fell through, Kovalev and his handlers went forward with the Yarde clash. That ended us to make a bigger. Was that a parlayer?
Where you see that? I'm lost. Okay, the first quote.
Yeah, the biggest parlayer or biggest player. They fucked that up.
Yeah, they always doing some typos. That enabled us to be a big parlayer about Sergey not wanting drug testing for our initial date of June 29th. Thank God it worked. I'm not alleging anything about Sergey, but I'm 100% delighted to know for sure that this will be a clean fight.
And maybe that's just from him, his perspective. Maybe
and for his
he
mindset,
heard,
so he could be comfortable.
Yeah. Maybe he just heard something that wasn't necessarily true. That Kovalev not trying to do it. I mean, so we don't know if that's factual, but I mean, I'm not gonna call Anthony Yarde a liar or nothing like anything like that. But I'm just glad everything's on the up and up, and so we can get a fight that doesn't have that Monday morning quarterback to like, oh, did he do something? Was he on something? He looked too damn good. He looked like a motherfucking machine. Was he really clean?
And now, post-fight, immediate reaction, when we're doing it live right here on youtube.com/ThaBoxingVoice, no one can take anything away from either fighter. Whatever happens was meant to happen. There was no assistance. There was no cheating. And I quote, fighters who use drugs are not only cheating, but putting the lives of their opponents in even greater danger.
And that's a very important statement right there, because correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Kovalev actually have a death in the ring?
Very possible. I remember something like that.
So what I'm saying, imagine if he had some shit on top of that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's already a scary guy known as the Crusher, and I believe I did hear that he had a death in the ring. So I'm glad to see that we are doing things the right way.
I was tested the other week on a trip to Las Vegas when I was besieged by phone calls as I walked along the strip and had to rush back to my hotel instead of going to eat at Hooters.
This dude loves to eat, bruh. You don't understand.
He got a lot of muscles to feed.
Bruh, you should just watch him on IG one day or watch him when he goes to a restaurant. This guy gets so much food. So much food, but it's all love, though.
I mean, when you got a body like that, you got to feed it a lot of carbs and calories to maintain those muscles. If not, you're going to deflate. But, and I continue. I was tested by last week when I was besieged by phone calls walking along the street. Can I eat at Hooters? All right, fine. Then, as soon as I got home, I was tested 4 times in a quick succession. It's reassuring to know that Kovalev will be getting tested the same. Kovalev has the experience, but Yarde believes in his youth, skill, power will overcome that factor. And that's why testing is important, because if you're banking on that guy being old and you being young, well, you want that guy to respond like an old man. You don't want anything in his bloodstream.
Yeah, you definitely want his ass to have to put on some Bengay and shit before he get in the ring. Put the Bengay on them knees and shit. But I'm taking like a quick segue. I'm getting kind of nervous, man. I know I've been the lines in the camp flag, but once it started getting down like to the last couple of weeks, you just like, oh man, it's getting close, man. My guy finally get his title shot. I'm pulling for him. I'm just nervous, man. I'm just nervous because he has never been on this level before.
You gotta be nervous, honestly. Like this is a good thing that we know there's drugs in. This is really good. But it's still in Russia. Like, I don't even know another high-level fight that took place in Russia. Let alone,
pretty sure.
Let alone be televised.
Cusco, German.
Let alone be, that ain't high-level. Who he fought? Fucking Manuel Char back then?
Come on, heavyweight world title fight not high-level?
Klitschko versus, like, Manuel Char or somebody? No, it's not.
Klitschko versus fucking David Haye.
That happened in Russia?
And I said all, but that's Germany though. I didn't say that was Russia.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I don't remember this level in Russia. I know Pavatnikov. I can't even remember who Pavatnikov took to Russia.
I know Roy Jones fought somebody over in Russia.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't see this. So shout out to y'all.
We got Gassiel versus Usyk over in Russia.
Okay. That wasn't really high level. I know
Rocky versus Drago.
I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this, but that wasn't high level.
Yeah, you gonna get a lot of shit today, nigga. What you mean? We had this over in Russia, nigga. What you mean?
Nah, that ain't high level to me. You know, Usyk and Gassiev, man, get the fuck out of here. Neither one of them motherfuckers have made us learn how to spell their name. You kidding me? Give a
Come
fuck
on,
about-
bro. You come on,
Come
man.
on what?
You
Come
can
on
still
what?
Usyk.
Come on what? Come on what?
USYK, nigga, Usyk.
Usyk's claim to fame is Tony Bellew, 175 pounder. Like, let's be real right here. Come on, stop, man. Let that man fight somebody for real. You know, he about to fight Takum. You know what I mean? Lomachenko for Orlando Salido first title shot. Shakur Stevens, 12 fights, title shot. Like, show you official. You fighting Takum? Nigga, please, man. Talking about.
I mean, he got a bad resume. I'm saying that Michael Hunter win looking better and better almost every day.
Is it, or is it looking like maybe they rob Hunter?
What?
I don't know.
I'm
just talking.
You think they robbed him?
I
admit it was a good fight.
I don't know. I'm saying, is it looking better, or is it looking more and more like a robbery? Is all I'm saying.
A robbery, like Hunter beat him.
I mean, yo, you fighting Takum and Hunter for undefeated Igo?
I'm not understanding the analogy, my nigga. Are we saying that Michael Hunter beat Usyk?
I don't know. I mean, wasn't there like a contingency of fans that thought he won?
All right, Ness. I don't know where we going.
I'm just asking. I ain't even watched that fight.
That's what I'm saying.
Did I watch it? I don't even remember. Was it on Dazn? What, HBO? I don't even remember.
It was on HBO, man. I believe.
I don't even remember.
Like
Listen,
around
I guarantee I watched it. I
Usyk.
guarantee I watched it because I even watched the Usyk Minshew, Tobias Minshew or Makabu. Who he fought with an M? Yeah, I think he fought Tobias Minshew.
I think he said Makabu.
Yeah, he fought Minshew. Some shit like, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but we seen him on HBO before. He was a return fighter. I'm not impressed, man. I'm not impressed in a 200 plus pound dude running around the ring like he playing, you know.
I mean, but we might see a different Usyk. You know what I'm saying? We might see him move up to.
Yeah, I mean, we might and we haven't. It's two different things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's cool. I'm a fan of the boxer at a lower weight. And anyway, maybe at a heavier weight, if you look like Tyson when you're doing it, like, I don't like the way Usyk does it. It doesn't look good to me. It doesn't look as fluid as Tyson. Tyson got swag. Usyk is a little bit different. Like, I be reposting his clips. You see him training before? You see him dancing? All that shit he doesn't. Like, I'm telling you, his time is coming. He's not fluid. Not everybody gets hit with the athletic gene. You know, and yes, people might think he's athletic because he's big and he uses his feet, but I think he's stiff. That's just my opinion. You know, I mean, he's still done what he done and accomplished all that he's accomplished. You know, 16 with 12 knockouts, 16 wins, 12 knockouts, all big names on his resume. It's not like Gassiev isn't a name, you know. Also moving up to heavyweight. A lot of rematches for him there with Hunter and Gassiev, you know. Not real heavyweights. Something that Matchroom and Top Rank would do anyway to blind the fans, you know, put the wool over their eyes. Hey, he's fighting the heavyweight Murat Gassiev, who's really a cruiserweight.
Yeah, I wasn't never too big on Usyk when he moved up to heavyweight. I just think that his lack of power is going to be.
I was right, man. It's the BIOS Minshew.
Yeah, his lack of power is just going to be a struggle for him, I believe. But who knows? It could. I could be proven wrong. But I can tell you one guy who ain't got no lack of power. That's Anthony Yarde. I know working to the body. That straight right that I seen him working on yesterday with Tunde in the gym. Everything looking good.
Yo,
really defense looking sharp. He spars without a headgear, but it's not the traditional sparring. You know what I'm saying? The guy who's coming at him got on the hand mitts, so. It's not the traditional sparring, but he has to be
that ain't sparring,
on his
man.
games. Go ahead.
I clicked that video. That ain't sparring, bro. That first of all, that's clickbait. And if it's them,
I wouldn't say it's clickbait. I would say it's being sharp and having your reflexes right.
Bro, that's called active pad work. That's what Derek James does. That's not sparring.
No.
That title was so misleading. Talking about, I don't know. They said something about, we spar harder than Kovalev or some weird shit in the title. And it's just like, bro, y'all not even sparring. Like, the fuck is that? Y'all laughing, y'all joking in the ring. You know, it ain't real. And I tell you what I picked up off that. I picked up that the dude that's doing the pad work was in an orthodox position. Meanwhile, you got your boy doing the shoulder roll, and he trying to, like, I guess, parry the right hand with the shoulder. And I never even heard of that. And I'm a little worried. Because not
they
everybody.
definitely got some combinations that they fucking do that it's not ideal, but I don't think that was clickbait. I think they do it all the time. Like they do that shit all the time.
Man,
like he has no headgear on.
If I go to my
Guy
history,
comes at him full speed. Like it's not like he's trying to take his head out, but they are like reflexes kind of. In my opinion, it's like a reflex kind of drill to where you just being sharp, riding shots, moving, ducking. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay out the way, slipping and shit like that.
bro, if I go to the let me go on my phone. Maybe it's faster. If I go to my history and show you the title, you gonna tell me that shit ain't clickbait? You wildin'.
And then let me
Wasn't a lick of sparring in that motherfucker, but they got the word sparring all throughout it. You bugging right now.
Which one did you watch it on? IFL or Boxing Social?
Check
or what?
us out.
Oh yeah, I didn't
They
watch
was the
that
first. They was the first. That's why. You know,
one. Okay, yeah, I didn't see the seconds out video. It just said sparring. I'm like sparring. My shit didn't say sparring.
Yeah, let me see here.
I guess the guy who went to the did it for IFL goes down there a lot, so he already know what the deal is.
Damn, we watched too many videos because.
All right. But big ups to that big guy, man. He ain't even that big when you meet him in person. He's like 5'9" or 5'8" or some shit like that.
Here you go.
Huh?
Here you go. Look, they fucking talking about this ain't no motherfucking clickbait. Yard, all caps. Sparring, all caps. Equals hard, all caps. Sparring, all caps. Anthony Yard lets it rip in pre-Kovalev workout. Come on,
I
dog.
definitely this is the second out one. You know what I'm saying? They set you up for the okie doke.
Yo, motherfucker in there straight talking. All right? Like, you can't do pad work and talk. I'm telling you, man, we gonna see. We gonna see because I love the shoulder roll. You know, I'm dying for somebody to take it over. I'm dying for somebody to be on TV and these commentators say, damn, I can't believe he got that shoulder roll down pack and he's not part of that bloodline. Because all we hear is, oh, he ain't part of the bloodline. He wasn't raised from the crib doing the shoulder roll. He's copying. He wants to be like, you know what I'm saying? And they put this stigma on the shoulder roll where you yourself as a boxing fan, you see a fighter come out and do it, and you're like, uh-oh, it's a red flag to you. And that's how I'm going into this fight. Like, yo, is he going to bust out this shoulder roll and get punched with the right hand down the face?
I definitely gonna use shoulder roll. This is what he always uses. Man, but ain't gonna be no ands and ifs about it. He always uses that shoulder roll. I would like to see Anthony Yarde possibly get with my guy James Toney, man, and just work with James Toney a little bit and learn that shoulder roll and learn some of the different tactics that James Toney had. Because James Toney was a bad man. I'm telling you, he's a bad motherfucker when it comes to that hitting and not getting hit and staying at range.
Well, I don't deny that he's gonna try it. I'm just wondering.
That's gonna be his main shit.
I'm just wondering when he tries it, is he gonna get hit with a right hand? Because I feel like he ain't blocking the right. Like, I'm watching him do pad work, and the dude is hitting him with rights, let alone hella body shots. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe he was tired. You know, you rise to the occasion. You know, you get up for your opponent. All those good old cliches. Let's just hope that that's true, because right now what we got is July 7th. So that brings us to what? 16 days?
The 24th. So, yeah, 7 is about 17 days. So, yeah, 2 weeks from Saturday. 2 weeks from Saturday.
You know?
Big fight, man.
Countdown is on. You know, they got BT Sports behind this shit. They pumping it on social media. They pumping it on YouTube, which is another form of social media.
Is it going to be on ESPN Plus or ESPN?
Oh, man. You know, I ran across an article that did a great job of showing the schedule with TV, yo. Like, is it going to have TV in the UK and the US? I got to find that. I don't know where that was at. Let me see. Got my dogs in here wilding right now.
They always wilding.
Oh, you can hear him?
Huh?
You can hear him?
I just heard the one bark. I know you said that they was fucking up your shit when when you're not around.
Yeah, I got to be on him or else, you know.
Well, the internet is crazy, my nigga. I'm telling you, well, I wake up to all kind of crazy shit.
What you wake up to? Bruh, I can't find that schedule, so I don't know. Maybe somebody else could tell us. I mean, I'm sure we getting it on ESPN because of the
I know,
Frank
but I'm
Warren
saying it's going to be on ESPN or ESPN Plus because lately a lot of it, they should have been on ESPN Plus, like a lot of the...
Yeah, but that was the whole point, man. Like, they're giving you the app because it's archived. Like, that's what Plus is.
I'm not mad, bro. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, get a accurate time and place so I can watch it.
Yeah,
now,
you know what though? You know what though?
Like
you right though. You right.
BT Sports kind of event, or is it gonna be like a Russian TV or somebody putting this shit on?
I don't know, but you're right though. I haven't seen Bob and ESPN announce nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm about to Google, not Google. I'm about to go on my.
I mean, I think I heard Bob, what main event say something. We haven't even had a fucking press conference. Like,
hey, yo, that's another thing. They got only a fake poster, like, you know, not a digitally made. Like they never even squared off yet.
Yeah, they ain't got no presser, no nothing. So hopefully everything's good.
I mean, they had a media workout yesterday though.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it like a public media workout, but he invited some guys down to the gym and shit, so he can show them some things and show them what he's been working on and show him that he's still in shape and sharp and all those kind of things. But I wouldn't call it like a traditional media workout. Like it's like one of those open gym kind of things where, you know, you just bring people in, you bring in different YouTube channels and different media outlets and let them watch you in your element. Well, I consider like a public workout is like you going to a public gym. You've been out there and inviting the general public in to watch you and see you work out. So that's what I consider a public workout. But yeah, we haven't had any press conference. The poster digitally made. I'm just hoping that there's nothing going to come up or get in between this fight, guys. Definitely a fight that I wanted to see. I just want Anthony Yarde to prove so many people wrong. Guys like Andre Ward, who said muscle don't win you fights. Guys who like Eddie Hearn, who says you're not ready. I mean, just all the people that's been, I mean, slacking this guy off ever since he came on the scene. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he ain't fought nobody. Oh, he ducked his IBF shot last year. Oh, he did this, he did that. He's not the traditional boxer. He haven't been doing it long. He only had 12 amateur fights. So much shit is been said about this young man, and I'm just glad to see Tunde and Frank Warren do a good job of guiding his career thus far. And I mean, if he lose, it's not like he's losing to a bum or a guy who's not good. I mean, Kovalev is maybe one of the best 175 pounders of the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I believe you have to put Andre Ward up there since he beat Kovalev, but after that, I mean, Kovalev can stick his claim as being one of the best light heavyweights in the last 10 years. Absolutely.
One of the best. Like, I don't even know, man. I'm
just saying, like, outside of Ward, the past 10 years.
He's the face. He's been a face for some time.
Yeah,
now.
I mean, you can sprinkle Adonis in there, but outside of Ward, I mean, I don't think anybody's been a bigger. I mean, I could be wrong because I haven't watching boxing past 10 years, but
I mean, but Ward was so quick. Ward only came up to fight him. He was the face.
Yeah, I know, but if you're going to consider Kovalev as like one of the best over the past 10 years, then a guy who beat him twice, I mean, you got to give him some credit for that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And we got robbed of the fight between him and Adonis Stevenson that never happened. So that would have been a fight that I would like to see happen too. You know what I'm saying? Just to see how that would have played out. But God bless Adonis, and I'm glad he's getting better and doing better with his family.
For sure. For sure. Listen, let's open up these phone lines. Any final thoughts on the fight and the fact that your guys got some drug testing, man? So at least, again, we wipe our brows here. We're happy here.
I ain't gonna care. We don't get weak, we get deep. Yeah, big up to them niggas.
And for Yarde, that's good too. Any muscle-bound dude gets that whack stigma of something as they keep progressing. Like, if he keeps winning and knocking people out, they'll start questioning him like they did AJ. So this is a good step for him. We're going to go out to the callers. And first,
yeah, I'm surprised we don't get a lot of that
well,
with
he hasn't
Yarde,
fought
though.
anyone yet. That's why ain't nobody, he's knocking out the dudes he's supposed to. It's when he keeps doing it, then they're going to question him.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Yo, I seen a lot of chat on social media, a lot of shit coming through my inbox, a lot of pictures and shit. So, hey, just keep it respectful, keep it nice, keep it cordial, and let's get to these callers.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Last time I checked, I was the man on these streets. They call me residue, I leave blow on these beats. Got treat him like he's a C+ fighter. Shit on.
No. Yo, what's good? Man, somebody got exposed. But other than that, let's talk about boxing. Hey, this is gonna be a good fight. I want to see a Yarde. I ain't gonna do that to the young man. But hey man, this is gonna be a good fight. We finally get to see what Yarde's about, and I'm tired of the hype because there's so many hypes in boxing. And we can see if Yarde is really about it and if he can handle somebody who's really good. Because Andre Ward was the last person to truly beat motherfucking Kovalev. So if Yarde does it better than Ward,
you gotta give Elderly Alvarez for he truly beat him too. That wasn't no like.
Yeah, that was a devastating knockout. I mean, but Kovalev came back in the rematch and showed that Eddie didn't have it. He just had a chance. So you really have to give it to Ward. But if Yarde does it, shit, I want to see Ward and Yarde. That'll be a real one. If he beat the dude, you got to fight 2 times. If Yarde does it better.
And Ward already been talking on saying, I won't say talking bad about him, but saying he's too infatuated with Instagram and muscles on when you fight and all kind of shit. I don't know, man. Ward be.
Nah, but Ward's never like this generation Instagram fighter. Like he's never. Cut it. This generation focuses more on putting what they're doing on social media and instead of focusing on the gym.
It's called branding, Ward. If you were conscious about branding, maybe you would have did more than 170,000.
Ooh,
don't come for the lines, baby. Nah, I'm just fucking with Ward, man. I like Ward, but sometimes his opinion does rub me the wrong way. But I mean, can't agree with everything everybody says, right? But Ward's a good dude.
I mean,
very, very surprising. I mean, not surprising because I've seen him on HBO, but he's pretty good at that commentating shit.
Oh yeah, he is way better than what he was on HBO. I'll tell you that. But he is a little bit like I'm better than you.
Yeah, uppity.
I ain't want to use that word. I promise you, I said it. I ain't want to use that word
either.
Because I ain't want them to come at me. But it's like you said it. I text you. Let me go out to Boomeranger.
BoxingVoice.com. It's money to shit. Working that bitch. Ballin' like Swish. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. I'm whipping the work.
Keep it boxing, H Money.
Hey yo,
What's going on? It's your boy H Money, Mr. Dazn, the Boxing Voice 2019 Rookie of the Year. And I want to talk about Anthony Yarde, man. This kid has tremendous talent. He has great punching power, and he has athleticism. I would like to compare him to John Pascal, who just won his second world title this past weekend, beating and knocking out Marcus Brown. Also, he reminds me of David Haye with tremendous athleticism. That's the UK have great boxing talent. Shout outs to New Money and my brother Smart Money from TMG who told me about Anthony Yarde. He has what it takes to be an icon. I'm just going to say it. An icon. If he gets Kovalev on his resume, when he knocks him out, you have a great fighter who was ranked pound for pound and Kovalev on your resume, who beat Hopkins, who been in there with Andre Ward, who fought John Pascal and stopped John Pascal. So I'm just telling you, Anthony Yarde is one of the futures of boxing. I need everybody to check him out. He's going for the knockout. He's going for the kill. And Mike, straight boxing. Nobody talking like me. I'm that nigga. Can't nobody fuck with me. Let's get it. TMG, baby.
H Money is shit.
We going out to New Money.
What up, New Money?
New Money. New Money. New Money. Just listening. We're going out to pro boxer Marlon. Oh, he dropped off. All right.
Marlon been training, man. Marlon got a fight coming up I think Marlon got a fight coming up this weekend. To be honest with you,
just dropped off. He was lit up too. He
we got a super chat from Donald Banks. With all the talk of Kovalev versus Canelo, I would think they don't want to be all in on it, thinking Kovalev could pull out at any time for a Canelo fight. I mean, I think that the Canelo shit kind of, I don't want to say dead in the water, but it's...
I mean, no, now it's some next shit. Now it's next. But, I mean, you know, when am I going to get my respect, though? You know, y'all quick to call me a fanboy whenever I point the finger at greatness.
Okay.
And then I continue to prophesize on this show.
Prophesize.
I prophesize the PBC.
Whoa. You prophesize.
I ain't got to talk about it, man. Go listen
to the PBC.
To the show. Go listen to the show.
The whole... Now, of course, you didn't know what I'm saying, the infrastructure, but you said that the PBC should say, fuck Golden Boy and go do their own shit.
Nah, I ain't say that.
Okay.
But I definitely said once the world start getting mad and start talking about he breaking the Muhammad Ali Act, I was pro Heyman.
Okay. I seen that shit with the lawsuit that Bob Arum put against him.
They all had to run to the cops. They all pussy. They all pussy. They all wanted to get him to settle. You know what I'm saying? Now they all following suit.
Mm-hmm.
You can find audio of Bob Arum saying that it'll never work on network television.
On network TV, I definitely heard that.
Now look at his little dick riding ass. You know what I'm saying? They all. And the beauty of it was
but Bob got fucked by Peter Khan. What's the guy's name? That HBO guy?
Peter.
That was riding the bike.
Peter Nelson.
Yeah, Peter Nelson. So he was like, once they shit fell off.
Yeah, because that dude was in love with Triple G.
Yeah.
He was in love with Triple G. He thought Triple G was the business until Triple G did all them failed ass pay-per-views.
That's why they had no money. But go ahead.
I don't even know where we started this conversation.
You was like, I prophesied that the PBC would take place. I've been prophesizing shit.
But I've been prophesizing shit, and what I told you that even you were overlooking, and you ain't acknowledging and respecting my greatness.
Okay.
You know, the skill that I've been given, probably passed down from generations.
Nice build up.
You know, but I said Canelo would get mad. I said Canelo would hire the lawyers. I said,
but hold on.
Slow down. Here he go. Yo, he loved
But you said he was good mad at the zone, not Golden Boy.
He love cutting me off when the motherfucking pain is coming.
Shut the fuck up.
He love cutting me off when that pain is coming, bruh. Listen, it don't matter if I said the zone. It don't matter if I said Golden Boy. What you think is gonna happen? I told you unfair treatment will be his reason to getting out the contract. It don't matter if he talked to DAZN or Golden Boy first. My man wants out that contract.
What we doing? Hold on. That ain't even. I'm sure that's a show by itself, ain't it?
I don't know nothing. My name Bennett. I ain't in it. Call me Prophesized Nest. That's all I know.
You were, you were on it, but we'll say that for a little bit later.
We going.
But yeah, man. I don't know. One thing that I am mad about is that we don't have a press conference. We haven't had a initial press conference. I don't want to wait to press week and get a press conference because these fighters going to be in their mode and not be as loquacious or boisterous as they may have been in the months prior.
Yo, Z, I noticed that too, bruh. He's a champ at that. But you know what? I needed that because too many of my co-hosts were soft. And if I cut them off, then they get mad off air and never come back. Mike is true. He said, laugh out loud. I love how Mike will cut Ness off, but won't allow Ness to cut him off. He straight keep talking like he don't hear me. He know he hear me. He say it with a straight face, motherfucker.
You gotta be, man. Look here, man. You gotta.
Nah, it's all good. It works. It works. Honestly, it really does work.
Yell at you all the time, then you gotta yell back.
We going out to Mastermind, Big Supermax, Texas. Stand up. Good morning.
Man, I can't. It's gonna be tough betting this weekend. Goddamn it!
Shout out to the Four Horsemen.
Shout out to the Four Horsemen, man.
Anthony Yarde.
That shit's sticking now.
Yo, get off your pillow, man. Get off your pillow. You sound muffled right now. You got a scarf on?
It's sticking though, man. Four Horsemen, man.
Oh, my bad.
That shit's sticking.
What about now?
All good.
Nigga, night and day.
We good? All right. My bad. No, man, this Yarde Kovalev fight is definitely interesting because I kind of want to favor Yarde, man, but it seems like it's the year of the old guy. You know, you got Pascal winning, you got Pacquiao winning. You know,
don't forget about Humberto Soto, baby.
You know, yeah, Soto winning. You got Nestor Gibbs getting a stoppage in his last Border Wars. You know, it might be the year of the old guy. So
the year of the 40-year-old.
I think right now it's a toss-up fight, man. So we're gonna have to see what happens. But I kind of want to favor Kovalev, man, just because he seems to be resilient. It may be a little soon for Yarde, but I guess we have to wait and see. I haven't seen a whole lot of Yarde, but it's intriguing to say the least, man. But that's my call.
All right, let me go to
the year of the old guy, yo. John Pascal,
hell yeah,
Berto, all the old guys winning, man. Pacquiao.
Let me go to Boomeranga in Texas. Shout out to all our truck drivers out there, man. Be on that road safe. NO, JD, Supermax, hold it down. Be careful. Oh, it's right here, actually. Yeah, sometimes I feel like this is a train truck horn, though. I ain't sure. And I was a truck driver, right? Kind of cheap. But whatever. That's the love for y'all.
JD, motherfucker. There's a lot of things I like to move, so just try to get on my game. I don't know why they gonna call me, but I'm a 54-pounder. But I have a brother that's at 160.
Mike, don't. Yo, what's up, people?
What up?
Yo, I just got through working on my shit for like 2 hours too, man. I'm just now ready to roll. But real quick, Mike, don't get mad at me right now. Don't get mad at me right now because I lost two major fights this year. I lost the Daniel Jacobs and I lost the Keith Thurman fight.
The mini fight.
Yeah. Lost that shit too. But I ain't tripping on that. I'm gonna get that back early next year. Early Border Wars next year. But
he got cooked.
Anthony Yarde, right? I said all that to say this, man. Anthony Yarde, I'm Team Lions in the camp.
Oh shit!
I don't know if that's a good thing for you. I don't know if that's a good thing for you, Mike.
He don't put the black magic curse on him.
I don't know, man. He did call Ruiz, but he got Jacob thrown. But Jacob was more of his just heart than his head.
Yeah, whatever, man. But hey, I'm with Lions in the camp, dog. Fuck it, all the way. I'm going stoppage too, man. Listen.
And what do you expect?
Like, is heavy here.
Like y'all cousins to like Lions in the camp. I mean, Lions only.
Yeah, no, but listen, man, I'm gonna contradict the fuck out of myself because usually, like when it came to Earl,
going out. Oh, he just. Damn, Gil, you just took yourself out of the queue, man. I'm gonna bring you on in case you ain't know that you did that. What up, Mastermind? You want to talk or you busy at work?
I'm in, right?
You're in.
All right, what's up, fellas? Mike, Ness, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody out there in the TBV universe. Just want to check in on a couple of things. Listening to the show yesterday, looking at all those AJ videos, I can see, what you were talking about, Ness, but sometimes, there's a mental factor that comes along with taking a beating like that. It was pretty dominant, Andy didn't really give AJ much play. Besides the point, yesterday's topic, talking about today, I'm a big Kovalev fan. I'm going to ride with him on this one, even though he's a little bit older. Joseph is not the year, the old. It didn't turn out good for me, so, maybe for some, but not for me. And other than that, wanted to say that I'm just looking forward to everybody coming through in a couple of weeks. So, anybody needs to speak to me, reach out. And pretty much it. We want to take a few minutes now that I have them to check in with the family, see how everybody is, give you my picks, and just basically say hello, baby.
Yo, did you create like some sort of Airbnb code? Like, is there a short link or something?
Nah, they could just tell me. I got some days locked
Yeah,
down.
but dog, people listening to the show don't know Gil, don't know how to contact Gil. So like, is there a way to know? You should title it like, I don't know.
I'm gonna call it. I guess
you can't. You can't title it. Don't do that because then you'll screw your keyword for anyone else searching not in the boxing community. But Gil does have a big Airbnb in New York, right in the area. If you want to go to Madison Square Garden for a fight, his B&B is available. If you want to go to Brooklyn, Barclays Center for a fight, that B&B is available. But not only for fights, but I'm just saying it's ideal for people that are fight fans because you're right in the local vicinity. But yeah, Gil, man, you got to get us a short code or some way to like be able to direct people there.
I got you. I'm gonna send you a link. No worries, and then we'll sort that out off air.
What's that shit called? Them free Cradle websites or whatever.
What happened, man?
Wix or whatever is it shit called.
Oh, the Wix. Yeah. I'm not gonna create a website. I'll send them a link. It's pretty simple, but don't worry about that. All that technical shit. We don't want to bore everybody. Yo, so yeah, boxing on the up and up. Let's see what goes down this weekend. I'll be catching up with you guys during the week, and now that Border War's getting closer, like Ness said, get in touch with me. I'm going to drop some more information in the chat. Love you guys. I'm going to get back to work. Make it happen. H-Money. Everybody, Stainless. Love you guys. Jenny, everybody. Big Mexican. Holla.
Peace. We're going out to Smart Money.
Smart Money.
What up, champ?
Yeah, man. What up?
What up, Ness? What up, Mike?
Another day, another podcast. 02, 03, 04.
Okay. So what's your plans for this fight, Anthony Yarde and Kovalev? You got any bets planned?
I mean, we're not doing best. We just celebrating in the, succession of the VADA testing.
Okay, well, I'm telling you there's a good bet on this one. I think Anthony Yarde's going to win this one.
Oh, yeah? 1 through 6 or 7 through 12?
I say 7 through to 12. That's what the smart money's on. But the safe money is just for Anthony Yarde to win. But the smart money's on 7-12 after those punishing body shots. Gonna come to a halt for Kovalev.
I said yesterday, a body shot gonna get it done. Watch.
You're gonna retire the champ.
And the man Kovalev just was in court last week.
So yeah, Anthony Yarde's gonna be the new pay-per-view star. Just watch out for him. Live from the UK.
The England pay-per-view star, baby.
Okay.
Gonna be the new pay-per-view star, baby. Trust me.
I just hope, man, Frank Warren can promote him right and properly, man. Cause well, we all know that.
Potential, trust me.
Yeah, we all know that shit is just greener on the other side with Eddie. We seen Liam Smith leave Frank and go to Eddie, and there's rumors of Billy Joe Saunders leaving Frank and going to Eddie, and we seen what MTK Global did for Tyson Fury. Fury don't even fight in England no more. He don't even fight under Frank Warren cards no more. So
yeah, but Billy Joe Saunders ain't got that star potential, man. Can fight, but that's about it.
Cut it. I'm gonna call him a fucker. He just he one of those weird guys that does weird shit to people. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand some of the shit he had people doing and why he stopped people and had this guy get naked in his car and have this lady to go punch another lady. I don't fucking know, bro.
We got new money.
Money on top of money. Shouts out to the boys. Shouts out to the boy H Money, man. What's going on, man?
You sound like you one of them Saudi people that try and get AJ over to the fight.
He sounds Jamaican like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I am Jamaican still. English Jamaican, though. But listen, man. What's up? What's up next? What's up, Mike? You good, yeah?
Yeah, man. We chilling, big dog.
All right, listen. If you had a prediction, yeah? I know Smart Money just said it, but who would you put your money on if you had your last $100? Who would it go on?
Shit, I'm going Yarde. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Next.
roll them dice.
What about you?
If I had last 100, man, I'm splitting that 50-50.
Ain't getting no money though if you do that though, man.
Nah, cause the odds on Yarde are 175 right now.
Yeah, so he'll get his money back.
So I'll make my money back, champ. You got to be smart money like your boy.
That's true. But listen, it's a tough one. He's got to go all the way to Russia, but I don't know if you've seen the interview on Boxing Social, but I've never seen someone so composed going into a fight, the biggest fight of their life, in another man's backyard. You know, you have fighters that say, yeah, I'm going to do it, but you can see in their eyes that they don't really believe it. He sincerely believes it, and his confidence is different level. I go to a boxing gym and I'm speaking to Joshua Boazzi, and he told me, listen, they wouldn't put him in that fight.
Cut it. I agree with you though, man. But you know what that comes from? All the years of Tundi telling him he great. He believed the hype. So sometimes that's all you need is to self-belief.
If you ever seen this Anthony Yarde documentary, came out about 2 years ago, maybe 2.5. It was on BT Sports. The guy just likes fighting. Every time he talked about his childhood or high school or middle school, it was always like, oh, we got beef? Oh, well, meet me at the school or meet me at so-and-so and we can handle it, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like he's opposed to fight. Like he really, really likes to just fight. And it seems like he was pretty good at it, you know what I'm saying, on the street. So I don't see him being, but what's the word I'm looking for? I don't see him being like the spotlight, being too much for him or being too big for him. I just think, man, he's ready for it. And like Ned said, man, when you got a guy as cool, as suave, and just as motivating as Tunde is in your corner, motherfucker, he'll make you believe you can run through a wall. I mean, he'll make you believe you can jump over a building. And he'll definitely make you believe that you can go to Russia and beat a guy, Kovalev. I mean, we all know Kovalev is not the model citizen outside in the ring. You know what I'm saying? He does have some things that we learned about in the war pre-fight, you know what I'm saying, the things that Virgin Hunter said in that pre-fight that could have came to light. So, I mean, I'm just happy for the fight. I'm ready for the fight. I'm kind of nervous for the fight too, but at the end of the day, I mean, I'm a ride with the homie, man. I've been riding with him since I seen him on Dante's Boxing Nation about 3 years ago down in Texas when he was on the Canelo Liam Smith card. So, big ups to Anthony Yarde.
I just want to know what time of day this shit gonna come on.
It's gonna be in Russia, so it's like 3 hours ahead or behind them. So it might come on like between 2 and 5 o'clock. And let me know, is Russia behind you or in front of, or they in front of y'all when it comes to time? Cause that'll be easy to tell us.
All right, Mastermind, Super Mex.
No, go ahead, brother. I'm at work.
All right, well, on that note, Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Shout out to Yarde and Tundi being able to successfully get some VADA testing and actually have it done. Hold on a minute. My bad there. H Money, talk to us.
Hey, yo, Ness, you know, Smart Money and New Money just called in, Ness. They in the UK right now. They doing big things, you feel me? Shout outs to TMG. They told me about Anthony Yarde. I'm just going to be real. They say Anthony Yarde, he's the best thing in the UK right now. So, Ness, I just got to let you know this. I need everybody to speak on him, highly of him, undefeated, athleticism, power. He has the look. He has what it takes, Ness, to take it to the next level. And, Sergey Kovalev, one of the best light heavyweights of all time. He was ranked pound for pound #1 until he got beat by Andre Ward. And most people feel like Kovalev beat Andre Ward the first fight. You know what I mean? Everybody says even Floyd Mayweather said that Sergey Kovalev won that fight. So when Anthony Yarde knocks him out cold, that should make Anthony Yarde the best light heavyweight in the world. Am I right or wrong?
I don't know about the best, bro, because like he
beat. It's between him and my boy John Pascal. John Pascal got knocked out by Kovalev. Okay, Anthony Yarde comes through and knocks out the same guy that knocked out Pascal. So that should make him better, Ness. And he's undefeated, younger, bigger fan base. Okay, and Billy Joe Saunders, they say he's coming to Dazn. I just got to throw it out there. Shout out to Devin Haney. That's September 14th. The day after Border Wars, Devin Haney, we in here. I'm turning up now. Ain't no controlling me when I talk about Haney now. I'm on one. We in here. Let's go. Hey, Nasir King, my brother.
Cut it. My nigga, could you imagine September 14th, Otto Wallen do what Andy Ruiz did?
Nah.
Follow me on IG at Grouse1911 or on Twitter at Grouse2312. And if you're listening right now, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Doesn't matter if it's future, present, past. It all helps with the visibility of the show. I don't know how you could.
Bro, that's a terrible analogy, yo. Freddie Roach trained Andy Ruiz. Abel Sanchez saw the talent in Andy Ruiz. Top Rank signed Andy Ruiz. You know, maybe guys like myself.
Salita saw the talent in Otto Wallen.
Exactly. You know, and he just signed them. He signed Clarissa and Big Baby first. You see what I'm saying? But whatever, man. We got some super chats. First one from Mr. PBC says Mr. Dazn got exposed and he built like a mole. Whatever that means. And we got another one from Boxing Therapy, who's going to be in Border Wars September 14th, taking on, who's he taking on? I think he's taking on Colin, right? If that's, yeah, it should be Colin. If not, I don't know. I forgot that quick. Sorry, Boxing Therapy. But Yarde has been touched by lesser competition. What's going to happen when Kovalev touches him? I don't doubt Yarde, but he ain't fighting no cab driver. He fighting the crusher. It's very true. This is very true. Very, very true. Mike, any rebuttal to that super chat? You know, it's probably directed more at you, the believer of all believers. No? All right. You're muted.
I bet it's just all about once you get to that stage, once you get to that plateau on how you perform. If you get touched, you get touched. You know what I'm saying? Just how you can take it. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't never been down. Your chin ain't never been questioned. So let's see, can Kovalev question that chin, or can Yarde question that body? Saying whichever one plays out first it's gonna be a good fight though. I can totally see Kovalev maybe being too much for Yarde and just being on a different level, or I can also see Yarde just taking the old man out.
For real, man. Well, we'll find out soon enough.
They're gonna wish they probably took that Canelo fight when they could.
16 in the wake up for this one. We'll be doing a live fight chat. We'll figure out the time and let you guys know. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Peace.
Peace.